Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Nigel's World. Today's guest is going to be Gabe Wagner, a good friend and a coworker of mine for about 4 years. This is the first time we've actually ever had a long conversation like this. In this episode, we're going to be talking about jobs, work-life balance, the economy, and a little bit of dating as well. So, hope you guys enjoy, and thank you. Welcome, Gabe. We're coworkers. I guess we won't say where we work, even though everybody on my TikTok knows because I literally have it on my T-shirt. But
For those of you who can figure it out, isn't that hard? You'll know.
so I guess one of the things that I was gonna ask is how long have you been driving for? Obviously, he's a truck driver for our company. How long have you been doing that?
In general,
Yeah, just in general.
I guess like 10 years now.
10 years. So you started when you were
18. I'm 28.
And what made you what made you choose that?
Needed a job. I mean, it interests me to some point, but I didn't grow up having a father or uncles that did it, or family or friends really. So I kind of.
It's just something that you kind of just saw.
Yeah, I mean, everybody says, oh, you want to make money, you can make money driving, but I think you can make money in any trade.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I guess driving is just one of those jobs where it's like it's secure because your stuff always going to need to be transported, even if it's not like something like our job, like food, all that kind of stuff.
Somewhat, but it's not really like a skilled trade anymore because there's all these trucking schools, get your CDL in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, I feel like you still probably have to be skilled at it. I don't know. Did you see that video recently of that dude who
turned
on the highway?
Oh yeah,
he killed like a family of 3 or whatever.
Well, and that's another problem of it is these schools just kind of like crank people out, over a weekend. I mean that's an exaggeration, but 3-week period from having no experience to being able to be put out on the road by themselves.
Right.
So, I think that's irresponsible on, especially, on our government and on these companies that are doing this because, it's a lot to learn to drive, especially driving in the U.S. versus driving in other countries where people are immigrating from, and then,
right.
They're just looking for a way to make a living for themselves, but unfortunately can be very dangerous.
Yeah, because if you see that as just something that you can get like quick money at, you're going to go towards it, but it's not necessarily the career that you should be able to get quick money at because...
No, I mean, it is a skilled trade, but there's a lot of unskilled people doing it.
Right.
So...
I wonder, did they say, do we know like how long he had his, or if he had his CDL or how long he had his CDL for? Like how long was he driving for?
I don't think he was new to driving because he collapsed some bridge a couple of years ago too.
Oh, he had a prior accident?
Yeah, or hit a bridge or something. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing from other people, but...
Jeez, that makes it worse because that's like, I would imagine that's probably something that you should have lost your license or your CDL. I don't know what the requirements are for your CDL, but I would imagine an accident like that would...
Well, I mean, people make mistakes, but you can't necessarily go off somebody's...
This first person I thought of was somebody award.
What's that?
First person you talking about collapsing a bridge. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, that's a big mistake, but, people hit stuff and... I don't know. As long as it's not too serious, usually you can keep going, even if that company lets you go.
Wow.
You could start over somewhere else, but...
Is that something? Do we know if that was like his fault accident or if it was just a coincidence?
I don't know. While I'm thinking about it, I should look into this.
Yeah. So, my brother is eventually going to be like my producer, basically. So we're going to be able to be like, Ian, look that up.
You're gonna be like all legit.
Yeah, he'll be. Like,
yeah, look into that over there.
He'll be here. Yeah. That way, like we can keep talking while like he pulls something up. Yeah, I saw that. It was so crazy because he just I don't know. I mean, I'm not a truck driver, but that seems like something obvious that you shouldn't do, or should have at least like paid attention to see if anybody was coming. Like, I don't know. That just seems like something obvious to me, but it's so crazy.
Here's a article by the New York Post. A truck driver accused of making an illegal U-turn that killed 3 people in Florida last week, who the Trump administration said was in the U.S. illegally, was denied bond.
Wow. You can get your CDL and not be a citizen? You can't get a driver's license and not be a citizen, right?
I think if you're on a visa, but I don't know what what they check for. I don't know if people can get fake visas, or maybe they had a visa and it expired and they just kept doing it.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
But
that's wild. I wonder what kind of like company did he work for? Do you know that, or like I wonder what he was hauling? Yeah, it's so crazy.
I mean, some sort of dry freight. He had a dry van trailer.
Wow.
Of course, it's a news article, so they don't give you any of the real details.
Right.
It's just the
You'd have to like search for that.
yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Up to 45 years in prison he faces.
Oh, wow.
He's 28 years old.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Obviously, it's like you make a mistake, and then it's easy to look back and be like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. But that just seems like if you're in a big tractor trailer, you know that there's incoming traffic coming. Like you gotta. He didn't see that car coming, or see that, like, I don't know. That's crazy.
He could have been fatigued. I don't know.
That's why I couldn't do that, dude. When I'm on a ride along with you, like, so basically when we're leaving our yard, there's a gate, and then the building is here, and he kind of has to get real close to the building before he comes out. And the entire time I'm like, you're gonna hit it. And I remember we were in the city, and the same thing. I'm like, dude, you're gonna hit the curb, and then he just miraculously doesn't. I couldn't do that. I don't think.
It's all these years of skill. That's why I make the big bucks.
10 years. Yeah. I mean, 10 years. Before you came here, I was like, let me go on your Instagram to like see if I can see more, or see shit that you posted over the years. Because we talk every day, but obviously not that much because you're in and out. And all I saw for as far as I could scroll down was like trucks. So you're obviously interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have that flavor of autism.
Yeah. That's it. I saw something. You went to a truck show in where was it? I think it was like a year ago, maybe.
Macungie,
yeah. So
yeah, that's a big one for the U.S.
That's what made me. I was like, okay, so because for some people it is just a job. I drove just the state body, and like for me, it genuinely was just a job.
I mean, I take interest in it. I try to learn more about it, but it is just a source of income.
Yeah,
nobody would do it if it wasn't for that.
No, of course not. I just figured from your Instagram, it seems like you're at least interested in the trucks or shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
I saw your
What was your first job?
My first job. Dude, you're a good interviewer.
I gotta throw it back.
Yeah.
I wanna, because we've never really talked about this.
What was my first job? My first job was I was a busboy at a pizza place. That was my first. So I did busboy there, and then I went to the dough boy, making the pizza dough. That's where I worked. Santucci's. You ever been to Santucci's?
Philomena Santucci's, or just Santucci's?
Joe Santucci's. Shout out to that guy. He's a scumbag, but
I don't. I was thinking of the one on Street Road.
No. Okay. So there's Joe. They're all
all the Santucci's are related, but they all have their own thing.
They all have their own place. I literally don't think any of them like each other. So
That's
I work
fitting.
I worked at Joe Santucci's. That's on in Philly on I think Nitro or something like that. There is one up there. I actually know somebody. So my old manager from Santucci's works at that one. You know the girl I was telling you about, Ian's friend, Ashley, on TikTok. The one that Ian's always on her TikTok.
Oh, with the drive-thru?
The what?
The drive-through girl at
No.
Starbucks or whatever.
No. She's like you've seen her videos because you told me that that
Yeah, where
she's
was
like
she?
I'm a teacher by day, server by night, mom of 7, 24/7. You seen
Oh
her videos?
yeah.
So her husband is my old manager at that place, and he works over there, and he's always doing like pizza videos. And I told him like I keep forgetting you work like 5 minutes away from my job. I'm like I gotta get lunch there one day. But anyway, that was my first.
You
show.
gotta get them on here. 7 kids.
I know. I thought about that. I was like, dude, they would be a good one. I'm sure.
How
they've got
old
a
are
lot of
they?
stuff. I don't know. Exactly. I don't want to guess.
That'd be a story to tell.
Yeah, I don't want to guess, but yeah, they have 7 kids, which is that's a lot of family. They're super cool though, and it's funny because like I knew her husband when I was like 17, but like I was just a busboy. And then like now like 7 years later, I saw them again at Ian's job, and then we talked, and it was pretty funny. But that was my first job. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. I just didn't like the owner. And then I got a job at Target, so that was my next job. I was there for a little while, and then from Target I got a plumbing job.
Yeah, I remember you said you did like plumbing and HVAC.
Yeah, so I worked there for probably about like a year or 2 years. I basically got like I was working at Target and I got kicked out. And
Of Target.
no, my house.
Oh.
Yeah. I was working at Target, got kicked out, and I was dating my girlfriend of like 7 years. Well, not 7 years at that point, but you know. And I so far I had only had like 2 like I don't know, a job's a job, but like crappy jobs, you know. And I just remember thinking, I was like, damn, this sucks. I was like, I got kicked out, and then I had my girlfriend, and I just remember thinking like I was like, I need a good job. And then I just literally went online. I typed in like, what are the top 10 jobs? And then one of them, the top job was plumbing, and it was like you could make blah 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 money. And I was like, all right, that works. I was like, I'm gonna go apply to this place, whatever. And then pretty quickly I got a job, and I was just like, oh, I'm willing to learn, but I don't know anything. And then I was like, man, they said they make big bucks. And then they were like, all right, we're gonna pay you $10 an hour. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's what I was making at Target.
Yeah, but that's an entry level.
Yeah, I before I left there, I ended up making 17.
So by now you would have been making 30 something.
Yeah, but by now I would have also had no knees, and I probably would have been racist too. That's just like
Is that part of it?
that's just construction. Yeah, so I would have more money, but at what cost? I would be racist. I would have a belly, and
Oh, that comes after a while.
and my butt crack would be absolutely sunburned. So.
So is mine.
Yeah. So that's it's funny. I think on the last episode I did with my friend Dave, I don't remember how you came up. Oh, because my friend started talking about my ass, and then I thought about the time that I was like, yo, you need a belt, and you were like, I have one. I just have no ass. And I was like, dude, I was not fucking expecting that.
Yeah, I worked my ass off.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you just bought a house recently, and I saw that picture, and you were like, worked a lot of nights. So yeah, you literally worked your ass off.
Yeah, a couple times.
Well, now that you got your house, you gotta build your ass back.
Yeah, I got to build my house back too.
Yeah. What were you doing before you came here? You said you're.
I was just doing trying to clean up because I don't get much time during the week. I'm usually at work, and then I get home and
12 hours.
yeah, eat something maybe, do some laundry, and go to sleep.
Yeah. That's one thing that's nice about having an apartment. I'd rather have a house, obviously, but in an apartment, like, dishwasher's not working, send. I just leave the house. I come back, my dishwasher's working. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's less maintenance. There's a positive and negative to everything, I guess, but
The negative is, like, it gets hot in here because their air conditioner sucks up here. It's, like, only cold downstairs. But, like you said, there's a, you know. But, yeah, what was that? So I was a plumber, and, yeah, got out of there before I got racist.
you didn't get racist till after.
It took me a while, probably around like Black Lives Matter. That's
That was a turning
that was my
point.
turning point. But no, got out of there, and then what was my next job? Bolero. So significant drop off in the good career path. So then I worked at a bowling alley, and I did everything there. and I actually really liked it there. That was the most fun job I've ever
I was
had.
gonna say you talked about that a lot. So.
Yeah, that was the most fun job I've ever had. But I let my dad convince me that it wasn't a real job. Which now that I'm older,
It wasn't.
well, no. Now that what is a real job? They were gonna pay me like I could have made money there. Like some of the managers there were making like 25, 20. That's like what I make now. So it's like, and it's the same thing as any other company. Like you could go up corporate,
Yeah.
or you don't just have to look at it in like the Bolero
Didn't
aspect.
that one just get bought out? Isn't it something else now?
They didn't get bought out. They just rebranded, I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
now they're Lucky Strike.
It's more catchy.
I don't think so. Bolero is so much better than Lucky Strike.
Well, everybody knew what it was too.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the name change. Also, how often are you going to change the name? Because they used to be Brunswick Zone, which that's an awful name.
Wasn't Brunswick like a big bowling
Yeah,
pin
yeah.
company? Or?
I think they got bought out. So they
that
actually.
was like people would have known what that was though.
Yeah, I just think the name sucks. Brunswick. I can't even say it right. Brunswick Zone. But I think they got bought out by AMF, which is Bolero, and then they just rebranded. I think to that name. But I genuinely did like working there. But again, my dad convinced me that it wasn't a real job. But the thing is like they I don't know. Like it didn't have to just be there. Like you can take whatever skills you learned from there. Like there was like.
Well, that's true. I mean, I've had what 1, 2. I'm on like my third job in my adult career.
Yeah, it's
So-
you can take something from like maybe I didn't always work there, but if you're a manager there, maybe you get a job at like in sports or whatever for some sort of like event managing or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
I think with these jobs, we just take them as far as we stay there as far as they'll take us, as far as we can learn and make more and become more, and then you just kind of get stagnant, and then somebody else comes along with an opportunity that you might take them up on, and
Yeah.
you do the same thing there. You know that you start at the bottom and you kind of
Yeah.
become something and ride that wave as long as it'll take you.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to stay at one company. I think that's a lie that I think people tell you. It's like if you're gonna like I said for my example, it's like maybe I got the same job but in sports. It's like okay, I didn't move up, but I moved over in a position that maybe I like a lot more. But
I think it depends. If they want to treat you right for the long run, then it might be a good move. But if you're, sometimes these jobs will get stale. Like you stay at them long enough, and they kind of, you keep pushing for something more, and they're like, oh well, he's making us money, so
yeah, and then you leave, and they're like,
yeah. Then they call you and offer you money to come back, and it's like a repeating cycle.
I've tried to leave 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The last time I was literally like, yep, put my 2 weeks in. They're like, how about part time? And I was like, I'll think about it. And then I was like, nope, I'm leaving. And then our boss was like, hey, everybody's telling me you're leaving. Does that mean that you don't want to do part time? And then I ended up staying part time, and then now.
Yeah, but it worked out for you because otherwise you wouldn't have had anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you would have found something. But.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing about jobs is like that's what's so scary, especially like not when like you're our age and it's like obviously you can't do nothing, but like
Well, the bills are going to keep coming.
yeah, that's
The bank doesn't want to hear you're not working right now.
But like you will find obviously like you can't lose your job because it's like the if I lost my job today, then it's probably gonna take me like 2 weeks to find a job, and it's gonna take me another 2 weeks to actually start that job, and it's gonna take another 2 weeks to get your pay. So it's like in that kind of sense, like that is awful because it's like the chances of you looking for, finding, and getting paid.
Yeah, you're anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks.
Right. But like you can find another job, which is so odd. Where like but it's such a like crappy feeling when you're trying to get out of a place, and it's like.
Yeah, you don't want to rush it.
Yeah, but it's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But really, it's just like one thing that I've tried to like tell myself is like, every job pays money because that's what people say. Like, well, they pay the money there, they pay the bills. It's like, yeah, but so does every job is gonna give you money.
Yeah, I
You have
mean,
to
it
find
just
something
depends on how much and
Well, yeah, of course,
if you like doing what they have you doing.
for sure, yeah. Let's let's see, what was after? So yeah, I left Bolero to go to Sunbelt because my dad convinced me, and I tell him all the time, God damn you, dude, don't ever try to influence my job decisions again. And then obviously
He left and came back too.
he left and came back, yeah. And then he comes back and he's like, it's a great company. It's a great company. Oh my god.
Yeah, he leaves. He's like, I'm not into it anymore. Then, right back.
Dude. I also, I guess if you're counting all my jobs, my short stint at Pizza Hut, I worked there for...
What'd you do, deliver?
No, I actually didn't ever work there, but I got a paycheck because I was trying to get a job and they were taking so long, and because they were taking so long, they felt bad, so they actually paid me.
Wow.
And then I found another job, and I was like, hey, sorry. I was like, I actually found another job.
So they paid you without even working?
Yeah, because they were taking, like, something with them was just taking so long, and they felt bad, so they were like, we're actually going to pay you for, like, the last 2 weeks. And I was like, damn, that's fire. Because that was after that was between when when I wasn't working at Target and before I got the plumbing job. So I actually had a 2-week paycheck during that, and I never once worked for it. I didn't even get the Pizza Hut sign. We didn't get that far in the process.
So what's your next goal, like, for your work career? What do you want to do?
Work career? So I actually just got a part-time thing at coffee shop. It's in Levittown, The Bridge.
Oh, okay.
You probably never heard of it. I never heard of it until 2 weeks ago. Walked in.
And you're still drinking Starbucks?
I actually only got it because I wanted to go talk to the male barista there, because I think he would be good on the podcast. And I was.
Oh, are you gonna get him on?
I'm gonna get him on. So I was like, I'm gonna go there, and I've talked to this dude for literally like years, but I don't have his number. This is a little. What's that thing that Trump calls? Oh, this is a weave. I'll get back to my next career adventure. But there's this thing with guys, and I don't know if you ever heard this joke, but like, we don't ask for each other's numbers. Do you ever hear like anybody talk about that? It's like me and Paul literally, like, we're driving together every single day in my 90 days, and we quickly realized like we were cool together. We're talking about like sports, rap, blah blah blah, and it's like, yo, I gotta get your number one of these days, and it's like, yeah, yeah, we'll get it, and then you walk away, and then it's that for like months. Then it's like guys are so afraid to like be friends because it like comes off as like gay. My friend Dave was talking about when him and my brother first met. My brother, right off the rip, like after their first day, they were hitting it off. He was like, yo, what's your number? And he was like, what the fuck? Like, he asked for my number. That's so weird. Nobody ever does that.
Yeah, I just had a guy comment on my an old picture I had on Instagram of me and a bunch of my buds that I used to work with, and somebody commented, "This is extremely gay." I responded. I said that's what we were going for.
It's like, yeah, God forbid me and my long-term friends are like, yo, let's take a picture of this thing we're doing right now. People are like, you guys are fucking gay.
I mean, it's somebody commented that I never met before, so I don't care. All I could do is laugh.
Yeah, people are haters, dude. I'll get comments on my TikTok and they'll be like, I'll get the same person commenting on multiple TikToks, like, nobody's gonna watch this shit. It's just like, well, you comment on multiple videos, so go fuck yourself.
For the podcast?
No, the TikToks.
Oh, you don't post these on TikTok too?
No, I post clips of it. I'll clip this up and like I'll do that. But anyway, what was I weaving from? What did you ask? Yeah, so I just started working there. I literally just started yesterday. So I'm doing that. To do that full time, I would need something like part time. So that's what I'm trying to figure out next.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, what's your long term, like, this is what I'm going to do to retire from?
Well, I want to open up a coffee shop, so that's a goal. But obviously, to do that, I kind of want to like actually be in a place and learn how to do that. So that would be a goal of mine. That's something that I think I could wake up every day and like be happy doing if I had like my own coffee shop. I mean, I think I'm an odd man out, just in the sense that, like, I get, like, you have to go to work, like, we all have to go to work, but I'm not willing to just be unhappy for the rest of my life. Like, I'll get a lot of comments where people will be like, that's life, dude, do it, and it's like, I get it, but, like, if I can...
I don't think you have to be unhappy, but you gotta find something that you enjoy doing enough that you can do it for the rest of your life.
I think a lot of people don't do that though, because it's definitely super easy to just be like, well, I'm getting like, I got my paycheck coming, and then you just do that. But then like 60 years go by, and you're like, you know. And of course, it is like people say like, oh, it's all about your mindset, but it's like to a certain extent though, like my mindset can only like I can only psych myself up into like saying I'm excited to go to work only so much, you know.
Yeah.
But so that would be a goal of mine, is to do a coffee shop. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas because I have a lot of hobbies. Like, they'd be cool if this were to ever like pick up. If I could ever make money from doing this, as I like upgrade a little bit, that would be cool. But like the most like realistic like job wise would be open up a coffee shop.
You can do like how-to on how you can promote yourself online.
Yeah, that's true.
How to do the coffee shop stuff.
Yeah,
Then people will come visit you because they want to meet you in person.
that's true. Yeah.
Or you could do a coffee shop podcast.
Coffee. Yeah, that's true. I know Dudu does a nutrition podcast. He has a nutrition like a supplement store, and he does a podcast like out of the space. Even like people from my TikTok have hit me up. They're like, "When are you doing a bake sale? Like, can we buy it?" So like posting stuff and like you tell people like, "Hey, this is what I'm working on." And the thing about like the like you podcast or TikTok is like people like tend to like care about you. Like they don't even necessarily care what you're doing. So it's like I could bake, do gym videos, do me just talking, driving to work. But
Yeah.
like people, they start to like you, and then now they're interested in like the whatever business like endeavors you're in. So that's basically my goal right now. What about you? Do you?
I don't really have any long-term aspirations lined up. I'm trying to come up with something because I don't think that this is it, but
Not truck driving's not. Let's see. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? What does Gabe do on the weekend other than come do my podcast?
not stuff that you can like make a living doing.
That's probably. Guarantee you that's not true. Let me throw out your hobbies and I'll.
All right, so fishing,
Okay.
riding my motorcycle.
Okay. I already know what to tell you, but keep going.
You already know how to tell me to make money off just
swear.
those two.
I swear, keep going.
Any like outdoor activity, if I could walk and see, I don't know, like walk through Valley Forge Park or something, or Delaware Water Gap, just like local outdoor areas that there's a lot of history around.
What do you like about going to places like that? Like why? What's interesting about it?
Because you can read about what happened there and go visit them, and they're like it's all close to us.
Are you like you're big into history?
It interests me because it's everything makes sense when you see where it came from.
That's a good. Dude, you should. That's a good saying. What do you say? Everything makes sense when you see where it came from.
Yeah.
That's like when you first go to high school or in high school. The first thing they teach you in history class is if you don't learn about history, you'll repeat it or something like that.
Oh, they say history repeats itself.
Yeah. So okay, so you're interested in that kind of stuff. And what about like fishing and the outdoors? What was the other one you said? Fishing.
Riding my motorcycle, and but some things I think you also have to keep as just hobbies, because if you try to incorporate work into your hobbies, then they're not hobbies anymore. It's a
That's
job.
true. Well, like, so what about fishing and like why does that stuff interest you? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but like what about it?
I mean, I might give you stupid.
No, it's not.
answer.
It's not a stupid answer.
It's just fun sometimes to go out and see what you can catch. I'm not good. I'm not a good.
You're not good at it.
Yeah, and it's another way I can explore, just like locally.
Like you going to like different spots.
Yeah, like Schuylkill River, Delaware River, different ponds.
How do you find different places? I always thought about that like if
Word
I-
of mouth usually.
Really? I always thought like I feel like I would be like a hike person, even though I've never been on a hike. I would be like I feel like that would interest me, but I never know where to go.
Online, and you got to get out there and ask people where the spots are.
And then the other one you said was riding your motorcycle. Do you have like a couple, or you just have one, or why?
I just have one.
What is it?
The 2010 Harley Street Pop.
Is that one? That's one of the like motorcycle gang type ones, not like one of these ones.
Somewhat, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Club style.
Let's see. Let's pull it up. What was it?
2010 Harley Street Pop.
Hang on. type it in yet. 2010 Harley Street what?
Bob.
Street Bob. It's like something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, those are pretty cool. I've always wanted to drive on a motorcycle. Are you? This is probably a stupid question. I don't know anything about motorcycles. See, like that's nice. You got to pick up a girl on that, dude.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot.
Yeah. Can you fit 2 people on there?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now
I was joking. I don't pick up a lot of women.
You can, well, hey, listen. I got 34 views on my last video.
Oh, one of you 34 lucky ladies.
Hit 'em up.
Yeah.
Bread man.
Bread man, I don't have any money.
But he's got a house though, so that's where all. His
Yeah, I
money's
need a
going.
sugar mama.
But so the first thing I would say to all of that stuff is, and this is, and you're gonna think it's stupid. Do videos of you talking about that kind of stuff. Literally, like that. That's one thing that I think social media is great at. And I was telling Hunter this too, because I asked Hunter. He was like, "I've thought about it, but what would I talk about?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you like to do?"
What was Hunter, your last guest?
No, that was Dave. I'm Hunter. At some point, I would like to get Hunter on.
Who's Hunter?
Hunter's the
Coffee shop
our
guy?
new sales rep.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Yeah, and I was telling him, he's like, well, I like to work on my car, I like to work on my car, stuff like that. Or he's like, I'll pick stuff up off like the side of the road and I'll try to fix it or like repurpose it or stuff like that. People, like I might not be interested in that, but if it's somebody that like, okay, so you like fishing, outdoors, motorcycle or whatever, literally like get a camera, and when you go fishing, just set the camera up, and you don't have to like it's not live, so you don't have to like perform. You literally set a camera up and like maybe talk a little bit or show what you're doing. There are literally people that watch that kind of stuff. Like there's videos of people that they'll just what's his name? He's famous. Tim what is that dude's name? He used to be on MTV. He's like Tom Green. You know Tom Green?
I'm sure I do, but
So he
I mean, I'm sure I've seen his work before.
he's a comedian. He used to come out like comedic songs, and then I think he did like a prank show on MTV or whatever. But he's famous. But now he just lives in like a ranch in Canada, and he just does like videos of him like riding his horse or on his farm, or he'll go to like old towns and he'll just like explore, or he'll like hike, and people watch it because it's interesting to people. They're like, I like fishing, and if you're a likable person, that's the thing is if it's a hobby that I do and there's a likable person behind it, people will watch your videos.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I watch a lot of those type of
Right.
videos, so.
so you could literally just do that, and you could make money from it. Like it's just a video of just get like a GoPro or whatever, and then like mount it to like. Do you do it on like a boat or?
I don't have a boat, but I have friends that
Okay.
have boats, so.
So like literally, you just set it up, and again, just pretend that the camera's not even there, and you just post that stuff. If you're riding your motorcycle,
You know what they say about boats, right?
what?
They're cool when they're someone else's.
Yeah. I've never been on a boat, but I don't know that.
No?
No. I'm afraid of water.
Afraid of water?
Yeah, that's why I don't shower.
Stop.
No, I don't know. A boat. Oh, I definitely wouldn't be on a boat in the ocean. I'd kill myself. I always said if I got stranded in the middle of the ocean, I would swim down as far as I can and I would breathe. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to try to survive this. I'd be so scared all the time. So I don't think I could do a boat.
What about in a pond or on a lake?
Oh man, I don't know because I swear I saw a shark one time in a lake.
What lake?
I don't remember. I went camping one time. No, it wasn't a lake. It was a river. I went camping one time and I don't know where it was.
Around here?
No. I don't even remember. I couldn't.
Sure it wasn't like catfish?
I don't know. Me and my brother, we're sitting there and we're going like this, and then we're like, we literally look over. We're like, "Did you see a fin?" And we both were like, "Yeah." And we thought we saw a shark. We fucking just started swimming fast as shit, and we never went. I never went on.
Somebody
again.
pulling a prank on you?
Maybe. But to me, I think I saw a shark, and then we go back. We asked my sister's dad. We're like, "Hey, we think we saw a shark." He goes, "Maybe." And then we were like, "I'm not getting back in there." Yeah, he might have just been fucking with us, but I have no idea. And I would never do it again. It petrified me. I was like, that's it. I don't think I could do it.
You give up easy, huh?
For something like that, dude, for sure. That's it. But I'm saying that's an idea. Gabe, let's see, Gabe in the Wild. That should be your YouTube. Gabe in the Wild.
I just had a genius idea.
What's that?
You could have a coffee shop that sells healthy baked goods because you like to bake, and then have your gym out back.
Get them fat and then get them working out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You make lifelong customers.
You'd be like, oh wow, you bake?
Healthy stuff.
Yeah. It's healthy stuff. Yeah. Gluten free.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
what, gluten free?
No idea.
Doesn't have gluten in it.
What's gluten? I only know that that's like.
Glucose, something like that.
Okay, I guess. I don't know.
You're asking a truck driver.
I was doing a bake sale and this big lady walked by. She goes, "You got any gluten free stuff?" And I was like, "No."
Maybe she was trying to get small.
Yeah, and then she walked away, and then I said,
What'd you set up right out front?
Yeah. It was hot as fuck, dude. It was like, I swear it was like 100 degrees. It was the wrong time to do it. I was
Did
all,
you put anything gluten free on your
dude,
menu?
no. I was like, I literally was like, what the fuck is gluten free? She said, "What, do you have anything gluten?" I went, "No." And then she walked away. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. She was like, "Well, you really should." I was like, I'll look into it.
Well, a lot of people have that celiac disease where they can't have gluten.
Don't come to Nigel's Bake Sale, man. Sugared up.
Nah, this is the thing. You got to give the people what they need, and
Sure.
they'll keep coming back.
Well, let's see. All right, what is glucose?
Just look up gluten free.
What is
Gluten.
gluten free?
It's in a lot of breads.
Gluten free means a food product that does not have gluten. Thanks, Google. A protein found in wheat, barley, and rye.
It's like yeast, right?
I think so. So, breads, pastas,
Some unleavened bread.
baked goods. Wow. You can't eat. Oh, there's gluten free rice? Man, that must suck then. You gotta look at a lot of.
I think it's any like starch or
Any sort of like carb, I guess.
yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Well, sorry, lady. Next time you come, I got a gluten free.
Yeah. She might call all her gluten free friends, and then you can have a little market there.
All right, yeah, that's it. And I won't do it on such a hot day because I was sweating. I thought I had baked cookies out there. I thought they were about to be twice baked. That's how hot it was out there.
All the chocolate's starting to melt.
For real. They were like, "Oh my god, these are fresh, aren't they?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, couldn't tell last week.
They literally looked like they were like they were fresh out of the oven. But I made my money back. I made it back from people at work.
Yeah, and then you sold my stuff out for
I didn't, dude. Somebody ate it. Somebody ate it. That's what happened. And my dog ate your cinnamon bun, so you can blame my brother.
That what, Ruby?
Yeah.
It's okay. She's a good dog.
Well, yeah, dude. Bitch ate your cinnamon bun and barked at you when you walked in. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but she likes me now.
That's true. Yeah. So she probably feels bad about eating your cinnamon bun. She's like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't know it was yours."
She would do it again in a heartbeat.
She would do it again in a heartbeat. That's so funny. So what were your first jobs? You said you had 3, right?
Yeah, but they all involve truck driving. So I worked for a towing company, and then I worked for a supply company.
Doing the driving.
Yeah, like I would go pick up material, bring it back to the yard for sale, and sometimes I would do deliveries there too. So that was a good job. I learned a lot there. I had to make a move because of money and insurance and stuff like I was around that age. I think I was 25. So luckily I was on my mom's insurance till then, but their insurance plan was like, it wasn't super expensive. I think it was $80 a week or something. But that adds up, and it wasn't great insurance.
Was it just getting to the point where you needed something like better for that?
And it worked out, like making the move, because now I make more money, I have better insurance, and my retirement's a lot better. So definitely things to consider if you're looking for a job.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's all good, but then I'm like, oh, am I gonna do this forever though? And that's what gets me.
Something you got to consider.
Yeah. I'll lose my insurance.
No, I mean you don't necessarily have to do it forever. You just have to do what makes sense for you now, and then maybe Anything could change.
Yeah. Will make sense for me now. I don't know, dude.
Get back in the steak body.
No.
You wouldn't?
I don't even want to be there. But the thing that sucks is like now I'm having trouble with my truck, and dude, it's a perfect storm. My starter went, had to pay for that. My registration is due and my inspection's due, and I'm not even sure that it's gonna pass inspection. So it's like a perfect storm that I'm like.
When's your inspection due?
Like 5 days.
Oh, so it's up the end of August. It's
Yeah.
got an 8. Okay. We can take a look at it because they said that it had too much rust, right?
Yeah.
That would,
From the advice that I got, because like I can pay for one of them, which I would have to be my registration because they won't inspect it if it's not registered.
you need registration and insurance.
Yeah. So I have insurance. So I'm thinking I'm gonna pay my insurance or my registration, and then if it's gonna pass inspection, like, because if it's not gonna pass inspection, then it doesn't even matter. Honestly, I'll probably just pay for my registration, and then I'm just gonna rock it out illegally for a little bit because I can't. Like,
Don't have any other options.
Yeah. If it is gonna pass inspection, I'm probably just gonna go to Dan. I'm gonna go to whoever it would let me do. Like this guy near my dad's house let my brother do like a payment plan. Be like, yo, if you inspect it, like I'll give you like X amount.
$100 a week.
Yeah, whatever. Well, like there's no, because my new thing is I'm done just putting stuff on my credit card. Like I needed to put a starter in my car, so I was like, here's my credit card. But then it's like, okay, well, my registration's gonna be like $200.
That much? Well, I guess yeah.
To get it inspected, it's gonna be like $200, and that's if nothing's wrong with it. So then that's like, okay, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. That's $1,200 on your credit card. And it's like, what the fuck?
Racking up interest.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's like, and I'm done doing that. So, yeah, I want to see if maybe I can do that. But it definitely starts with seeing like, am I even gonna pass inspection?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't send it in to get. If you know it's not going to pass, you're going to have to take whatever steps you need to take to make it pass.
But it depends, because some places will let you know first. Like, Dan would always tell me, like, hey, this is how much it's going to cost. Let me know. And then I had the option, like, when I had my red car, I went to go get it inspected, and he was like, yo, it's going to be like $2,500 to fix all this. And I was like, just give it back.
Yeah.
I know that probably sucks for them, but it's nice because it's like they didn't get any money, but it's like, oh my, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I'm not gonna put
Well,
that.
some
in
of
that
them will
car.
just charge you the price of like an hour's labor or whatever
Yeah.
to look it over.
But this last place I took it to, I didn't even get an option. They just charged me a bunch, and
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah, you do. But anyway, yeah, car problems are fucking their ass. That's crazy. Well, let's see. Let's learn more about Gabe. What do I not know about you? What's a challenge that you've gone through that you're comfortable with sharing? What's something that happened in Gabe's life? Anything big? What was your upbringing like?
I grew up with 4 siblings, both parents.
Rich.
No,
That's
anything
crazy.
but, dude. I wish. Went to school, got out of school, like everybody. I'm probably like one of like 15 kids from my graduating class that didn't go to college.
Oh, really?
I feel like everybody did. That was the thing to do.
Yeah.
And challenging thing, definitely. I mean, buying a house was very challenging.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever gonna do that.
I mean, I'm still like getting cooked by the mortgage every month.
That's crazy, yeah.
You know, I feel like this is the things that nobody talks about because you look around and seemingly everybody has everything under control until you talk to them and then they're like, oh man,
Oh yeah.
I got it all jammed up.
That's why I like talk. Like I think a lot of people have a mindset. Like I've had people tell me like, oh, you shouldn't be so open, and I'm like, why? I don't care if people know anything about me. Like but you get into these conversations and you learn stuff about people, and then like you said, it makes you be like, oh, okay, so like the shit that's going on in my life, like
It goes on in everybody's
other
life.
people are going through that. So when I'm sitting here like, fuck, dude, I'm having truck problems, and then this, and then I'm like, damn, I hope blah blah blah, and then you feel like a piece of shit, and then you're like,
Everybody's got something going on.
right. Yeah, but there's definitely like, especially like I feel like our age, like you look at like even just people at work, like anybody that's like twice my age, it's like they have a house, they're married, they have kids, and you're like
Brand new cars. Go on vacations.
and it's like, okay, well I'm doing something wrong because I don't have any of that.
I think this is a weird time though to be alive because, like in the past 10 years, inflation's gone like this,
Yeah.
and kind of like salary and hourly pay is going like it's not reflecting.
But then they say like older people will say like, oh, it's because like people our age don't want to work though. And it's like, dude, the amount like
I think that's just what the idea they sell themselves to
yeah,
make it all make sense.
most jobs don't pay enough money. I mean, like, dude, if I made what I made like now, even a couple of years ago, like it would have been fine. That's what's crazy is it's like every time you make more money, it also seems like now that's not
Cost
enough.
of living goes up.
Right. When I was
But if the cost of living goes up by 10% and your income only goes up by 2%, you're working backwards.
right, because when I was 19, when I was a plumber and I moved up to $17 an hour, so I had an apartment and
What are
my,
you, 25 now?
yeah, so I had my apartment and I had a brand new car, which that was a mistake, but off of $17 an hour, I was able to pay for my brand new car, which was the 2020 Corolla, and an apartment. My rent was cheap. I mean, the apartment was shit, but
What was your car payment?
4, 5. The insurance was like fuck same as it is now.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
never goes down.
my rent was super cheap though. The apartment was a shithole, but my rent was maybe like $700.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember thinking like, dude, if I can just make a little more, like this will get better.
Well, I think that little more that you make doesn't wind up to really be anything because like I said, the cost of living,
Right.
if $20 got you 5 loaves of bread in 2020, it's only getting you 2 loaves of bread now, and you're
Yeah.
only making 30 now.
But I make
So you're really making, it's
Yeah.
like you're making less.
close to $9 more than I did 5 years ago, and I'm just as broke as I was 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
but let's get some data here to go off that.
And then yeah, like I think older people will just look at it like we're a problem, and it's just like I don't think you realize how much of an imbalance is going on. Like you bought your house for 3 times less of the price, and you worked at Giant. You were a cashier at Giant. If I was a cashier at Giant right now, I would barely have enough money to have a new car.
The U.S. cost of living has significantly increased since 2020, with consumer prices being approximately 24 to 25% more expensive by August 25. This means that for the same goods and services purchased at the start of the pandemic, now cost about $250 more for every 1,000 spent.
Wow. And that's like, I mean, I don't know.
So well, you are doing a little bit better. Because what did you say, you went from 17 to 25 an hour?
Something like that, with between like 25, 26, I don't know exactly what I make. Something like that, though. So, yeah, money-wise, that's a big difference. But I always imagined that I would be balling. Like, I remember when I was younger, I was like, dude, if I can just get a job paying like $50,000, I'll be set. And then you make $50,000 now, and it's like, dude, I'd save money living with my parents. To be completely honest, though, like, and like, the one person who like never agrees with me on this is like Nick. I genuinely like, I don't care about money. I don't even care about going on like crazy vacations. I think a lot of people, I'm just going to use Nick as an example, which this isn't bad. Like, you live the lifestyle that you want, and you just need to make the money to be able to live that lifestyle. I don't want a lot of things. I don't care. This is my outfit every day. I wear the same thing every day. I have a couple. I don't care about clothes. I have one pair of shoes. I don't do crazy things. Literally all I want is enough money to pay for my living space, obviously,
Yeah.
and to like go out to eat with like my friends when I want. Like
That's a reasonable expectation, though.
that's literally all I want. Like
You just want to be able to cover your cost of living, basically.
that's it. Like
Without worrying.
Without worrying. Like I don't. If I don't even go on like crazy trips, that's fine. Like, but give me enough money to just be able to do some things with like friends and stuff. Like I'm trying to pay down my credit card, and I usually go out to eat like every Friday, Saturday. But I was like, well, I mean, I probably spend like $30 if I go out. If I do that twice a week, that's $60. $60.
It adds up.
$60. What's 60 times 4?
$240.
That's $240 a month, and it's probably more. I think it's more like I probably spent like
Yeah, by the time you tip them and pay for
Right.
your gas to get there.
So I'm probably spending.
whatever, if you get dessert or who knows what you do when you're out, but
So we'll say $80 a week times 4. That's about $350 a month. That's a lot of money. So now I'm like, okay, well, I have this thing with my truck, so then I'm like, I need to be responsible. Let me not go out to eat. So then now like this weekend, it's Friday,
you're going
Saturday,
without.
and then I'm sitting at home and I'm like, it just sucks because you're like, okay, that's like the one of the things that I like doing, and I'm like, okay, I just can't do it because I have to pay this down.
Yeah, so you sit at home and you're like,
And then that's when you get into and I try not to be like this because again, like I don't care about money. If I have $0 in my bank account, I could have $0 in my bank account at the end of every month. But if you just said like all of your stuff is gonna be paid, I'd be like, that's fine, I don't care. But it's the like, okay, I won't go out to eat because like I have to pay this down. So then it's like that's the kind of stuff that sucks. But that's literally all that matters to me. Like you have a girlfriend, like, hey, you want to go out to eat? And I'm like, yeah, let's go out to eat. Like, let's do it. That's all I care about. So if I can just get to that goal, like
I feel like it's a very reasonable goal, though.
I think it is too. It's definitely obtainable. I'll get my credit cards down. Like it'll take a little bit of grinding, of course. Get that down.
Yeah, that's like the first thing that's got to go because you'll never catch up to 30% interest
And then the other thing is
if you let it go.
the other thing is like a car. Like that's like if I can get that paid, but by the time you get that paid down,
You need another one.
you're probably gonna need another one. So it's like that sucks too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a crazy lifestyle at all, you know. But
I don't know how people can. I mean, you see people drive around in exotic cars that
Yeah.
cost more than my house.
dude, let that truck last me 15 years. I'm cool. I won't get another. You know.
That's how you could get ahead. You could save all that money that you spend every month.
If I could just get blessed with that passing inspection and being good, dude, I'm not gonna get another vehicle. I'm gonna have that for a while, and I'll save that money, and then I'm literally just gonna live the same lifestyle I want. I might splurge and get a coffee on the weekend, you know. But that's it. It's just being able to eat and not being like, you know. I feel like that's not like you said, that's a reasonable ask.
Yeah, you work a full-time job. You don't have any kids. You got a roommate.
How do people have kids? How the fuck do people have kids?
Don't ask me.
It
I don't
doesn't-
have any.
Dude, it doesn't make any sense. If I had a kid, I mean, he'd be sharing my chicken and rice with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how people get any extra money to do that kind of stuff. To be honest with you.
Start posting on TikTok. That's what you got to get. You got to create other sources of income. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm
I gotta go drop this shit.
I have a simple lifestyle. I have a couple hobbies that I like doing, and if I could just do that, you know.
Well, maybe people tell you in the comments. They'll give you advice.
Hey, if people start watching this, like,
Or maybe they'll comment and be like, "Yeah, same exact thing for me."
yeah, they're gonna be like,
I'm
stop.
10 months behind on my business.
Yeah, stop complaining. But no, my hope for this is like,
Or some boomers will comment, "'Cause you don't want to work."
yeah. How many hours do you work? I'm like 50. That's not enough. I'm
Yeah,
like, "Alright."
we used to do 50 on Monday back in my day.
Yeah. Dude, I love seeing these TikToks where they'll be like, "Oh, you worked 60 hours. I worked 100." They're like, "I worked how many hours?" They'll literally say more than there's in a week. They'll be like, "I worked 200 hours this week, and it's like there's not even that many hours in a week. Like what the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't want to. I've literally heard people at our job be like, "Dude, I work 4 jobs if I could. I don't care." And I'm like, "You say that, but I think you're."
Yeah, you give up all quality of life.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that because you're in need of so much money, you're thinking that. But
I think they're just hungry and
yeah, you wouldn't enjoy that though. You know.
no.
Like, what are you gonna think about? What are you gonna talk about? What are you gonna laugh?
You start pushing 60, 65, 70 hours, you're not going to enjoy it after a while.
No, you're just going home and like
You're working to live. You're not, or you're. I'm sorry. You're living to work. You're not working to live.
yeah. No, that's. But I think everything will be okay though. I think you literally just have to just keep on, just pushing like, and it'll work out. I don't know how, but like it'll work out.
Yeah, you know what they say.
What do they say?
What is it? Tough times never last. Tough people do.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be.
I thought you were going to spit that out when I said
No.
what they said.
I didn't have it. I didn't know if you had if it was gonna be a joke or not. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Look you boomers.
Yeah.
Spread some of the wealth. I don't actually believe in that, but
I think that's all I got for today.
that's all you got.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are we at? Oh, dude, we're 5 minutes short of an hour.
What do you got? Bump them numbers up. What do you got for the last 5 minutes?
All right. What do I have for the last?
How you gonna wrap this up here?
All right. Well, do you? Let's see. What did I already ask? All right. What's your go-to comfort food? What hypes Gabe up? What hypes you up?
Go-to comfort.
Go-to
All right,
comfort
We
food.
might need another hour for this. Oof. That's tough.
I actually did have a serious question.
What- So what are you talking about? Like for after work or for
Yeah.
like?
I know you'd be snagging. You come in and you open that drawer and.
I love some Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I know that's gonna resonate with you.
Oh, that gets
Or
me.
Mexican food.
There's a good place in. I mean, you don't really live over here, but in Bristol, El Limon.
Yeah, they have one
Do they?
where I grew up. Yeah,
That's so good. That's my go-to Mexican place.
I like that Ray Azteca place on Street
they're
Road
good.
too.
Yeah.
That's real good. I actually got food on there Friday after work. Talking about comfort
Did
food.
you?
I was tired. I was like, oh man, I need a burrito. And it was like, I called before I left work because it's 10 minutes from work. And I picked it up and I opened it up and it's like, I don't even know how they stuff it in that container.
Yeah.
Burrito's huge.
You're literally like, I would eat four of my mouths if
I
could
eat
take
it with a
away from
fork and knife because they drip the sauce on top
Yeah.
of it. But it was so good.
Dude, now you got me hungry.
Maybe we'll go to El Limon.
El Limon. That's good. Like when you.
I'll treat you because you couldn't get out this weekend.
Oh, dude, thanks. It's nice when like when you treat yourself to stuff like that after work instead of like, oh, I'm just gonna drive to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I agree because like the drive. Well,
It's easy.
it's easy, but like all that, it's like all frozen package. They just put it in, something to warm it up, and there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, but you feel
Like
so-
if you go get like real Mexican food,
Yeah.
or if you go to like a small like pizza joint or wherever they're making the food, like from scratch, it's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Might take a little longer.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Like I
Yeah.
just recently started like not just going to get fast food. Be like, let me go to a place and like
Sit down.
I
and
go
enjoy
there.
it.
Like I'll go to there's like a bar over here. I'll just go on like a Friday night by myself. I'll just get I'll get food, and I'll be there while I eat. I'm like probably watching something on my phone, and you're like, that was so much better than just getting Wawa and going home.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
Yeah, it sucks. My last question for you.
What do you got?
Any how are you doing with the ladies these days? Any updates?
Like absolutely zero activity.
No updates?
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I don't know.
I feel like this is another struggle we could go on with about for probably another hour.
This is my experience. Okay. Well, so
I mean, I'm always dressed like I got 5 kids, and I'm off to a wrestling tournament. So
that'll be part of it. I don't know. It's tough for me because I was in a on and off relationship for 7 years. So you have to get back into like even thinking about going to talk to people. For 7 years, I pretty much haven't even thought about like walking up to somebody.
well, and it goes back to the whole time, money.
That's worth it though. Dude,
It is worth it, but I'm saying you got to have the time, you got to
for
have
sure. Yeah.
money to go out and do stuff just to meet somebody.
I put it on my credit card right now for you, baby. Let's do it. Let's go out to eat. Well, I potentially might be going on. See, and you can talk about this because nobody's watching this far. All right, nobody's watching this far.
You got to stay to the end for the
Hopefully.
secrets.
Hopefully, I hope people watch this far.
Yeah, no, people will. You guys are the lucky ones.
So I potentially might be going on a date this weekend. Okay.
Don't throw out any names.
No names.
Yeah,
No
don't
names.
don't plug in it. They don't deserve the. If she's a real one, she'll come on the show.
So one day I'll hard launch it.
There you go.
One thing that I've noticed is I've just been like, I don't know games, like it's all bullshit. I'm just very blunt. So like if we're chatting a little bit, I'm pretty much immediately like show your intentions. And so I was like, oh, like I want to take you on a date, and then she was like, okay, when? And I was like, I haven't been this far in a while.
What do I say next?
And I was talking to my friend, and we're texting, and I was like,
You start to sound like Nick when he's all upset. Bob, Bob, Bob.
and you start fucking overanalyzing things. I'm on the phone with my friend, and I was like, dude, the second you start talking to a girl, I was like, you're overthinking simple messages. I'm in the middle of Target.
What does she mean by this?
I'm in the middle of Target, and I'm on the phone with my friend, and I was like the question she asked is when, and I'm like, how about Friday? Now that sounds so robotic. And then you're backing out, and I'm like, let me throw this in. And then you're just going back and texting, and you're like, oh fuck, that message is gonna come off weird. And then he's like, bro, just send. He's like, what did she say? And I was like, she said when. He's like, just give her a time. And I was
Does
like,
Friday work?
yeah. And then I go, does Friday work? Question mark. And I'm like, should I put how does Friday work? And he's like, bro, just send the message. And I'm like, fuck, dude. All right, send. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, 10 minutes is going by. Dude, she probably read my message and was like, why did he say
This
like
guy's
that?
an idiot.
She's probably, this guy's retarded. And then I'm like, fuck, dude. And then I'm like, yeah, and then we just keep going back and forth, and I'm like, I ruined it. So that's how it's going for me. I will say I do approach people, though.
That's good too.
Yeah, but it's...
Because that's a really easy way to figure out if there's something there or not.
yeah,
It's
but
hard online because people are like you're so like I'm not myself
Yeah.
online because like
Yeah, what do you want me to put? How do I?
I can't
explain
get that animated without like something face to
you?
face.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hi, how are you?
Right, and my bio is just like, I like to read, do this and that. That doesn't show anything about me. Like, you don't know me at all. I don't know. The thing about going up with people sometimes is it's definitely tricky because I don't think a lot of girls know what they want. Like, you could go on somebody's TikTok.
I don't think I know what I want.
I mean, you probably just want to be in a relationship with somebody and that, like, if a girl that you thought was attractive and matched your vibe wanted to go on a date, I think you would be very, like, yeah, let's go on a date.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
Right. But I think a lot of girls are like, oh,
I don't think you can go into it with a lot of expectations, but I mean, you gotta have standards.
yeah,
But you gotta let that picture paint itself.
for sure.
Like some of these people are like, oh, I want somebody with red hair and brown
Yeah.
eyes and
that's too
5'5".
Yeah,
Like,
when you're going into it with that, but I mean, even like, there will be people that will be like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want that. Like, oh my God, when am I gonna find a guy? And then you could go up to them, and they don't even want, they have no interest in talking. And it's
well,
like,
I think the internet's ruined that for people too because if you go up and talk to somebody, you're a creep. I mean, it really depends
Yeah.
though. 'Cause there are like, I have ran into women out in public and they want to talk, but
Yeah.
it wasn't even. I didn't do anything with it.
it is tough though, but you have to find. That's the tough part is, you're gonna come off as like I have to do the part that could come off as creepy, which is come up to you, and you have to find a girl that isn't like, oh my God, a guy's coming up to me, and it's just like, how do you think people are gonna meet? Like,
Some of them are into that though. They like the confidence.
I've had people where I've had conversations with, but that's as far as I am. A couple, hey, how you doings, and nothing further than that. But I'm free Friday is about the closest I've gotten. So we'll see what happens. Now I'm just afraid that she's gonna find my TikTok before Friday.
Or this.
Or this, if she finds this.
Oh, you're cooked.
I know, because we already said that I was close to being racist.
You're done.
I'm done, dude. she's gonna be like, yeah, damn. Well, my digital footprint is here. Our district manager has already seen my TikTok, so
Oh no.
that's all right.
No, she's cool.
I blocked her.
You're rough.
I did. I saw it. Yeah,
Were you talking smack about work?
So in my first video, I did, but
You were all mad they did something to you?
I was annoyed, but I like immediately after I was like you know let me not do that, and I deleted the video. But she fucking like saved the video and sent it and everything like that.
To you?
Sent it to our manager, who was like, I don't care what you post videos about. He's like, just if you're gonna talk bad about work, maybe don't have your uniform on. And I literally was like, that's fair. That's why I deleted it. And then the next day, she's like, I think he blocked me because I can't find his page anymore. And I was like, he's like, did you block her? I was like, yeah, I fucking blocked her because it shows who viewed your profile. I was like, blocked. Get the fuck out of here! Don't watch my videos.
Yeah, I would just, yeah.
No, that's and I did. I stopped doing that. And I was like, that's fair. That was my mistake. So
She's cool though.
nah, I like her. She's cool. Just stay off my TikTok. But anyway, I guess
Just don't down talk the brand, dude.
don't down talk the logo. That.
Yeah, you can't talk smack if you have that uniform.
I know. Like, fuck this place. And then people are literally just gonna zoom in, and probably the CEO is gonna be like, yo, where's this dude work? What branch is he?
Yeah.
work at?"
Lay them off.
Yeah. So, but I stopped doing that. So, nah, it's all good. But
They know because you do it with the thing on, dude.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good as long as you don't talk crap. But
Yeah.
anyway, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I need exit music like Joe Rogan. All right, thank you guys.
See ya.
I hope you listened this long.
Catch you on the next one.